there was a time we thought that Ycee was going to be the Jagaban of Nigerian rap music. He was going to be the face and the poster boy of rap music in Nigeria, with 8 songs like Jagaban, Condo, Link Up, Jews, and even the one with Fouls, something light, right? But somewhere along the line, he had his record label issue, and that just kind of slowed his pace, or should I say change the direction that it was heading towards, right? But with all of that being said, Ycee kept dropping music here and there, But finally, on the 12th of June, 2026, Ycee decided to drop, another studio album. And this album is titled Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Roses are red, rhythm and blues, Afro with beats, hip and hop. You're listening to the Church and Music Review Podcast with Afisto Nova, the musical plug, the creator of the energy force, African music amplifier.
The album was divided, or is divided, into 2 sides. You have disc 1 and disc 2. Both discs, contain 14 tracks, right? And the album features the likes of Damilare Music, Psycho YP, Dremo, Damien Kama, Bond, and KLY. And the album was produced by KC Freshly, Woye Sounds, Liggy Beats, WXLA. You have Beats by Kama, you have Idams, you have Timmy Dre, and you have Ade. Those were the people that worked, in terms of production on the album. The first side of the album, which is Disc 1, which has 7 tracks, Ycee decided to give us what I would call club bangers, or let me say hit songs. Yes, let me put it like that. Songs that you can vibe you to, songs that will get you dancing, songs that will put you in the groove. I'm talking about songs like and aside from all of this, these songs were rap songs. Nobody saying just do say make we just they dance. No, they were actually rap songs, but they are rap songs that you could dance to. Which, first of all, I'll say shout out on the production of this song. Production of these songs, or the production on this album, were super intelligent, super dope. In as much as Ycee gave us some club bangers, it didn't decide to go all Afrobeat on us. No, what Ycee did in terms of the production of this album, we had more of hip hop and then mixed with a little bit of alternative music, Afrobeat, and then we also had smooth R&B where it gave us some singing, some melodic rap, and all of that on both sides of the album. So the first side, what Ycee did was just, let me hit you people with rap. Let me show you people that when it comes to rap, I might be out of sight, but definitely I'm not out of mind. And I still know what it takes to make a hit song when it comes to rap in Nigeria, and my name should also be mentioned when it comes to rap in Nigeria. And that's exactly what Ycee did. I mean, with songs like Island Girls with Psycho YP, I really love that song. Leave Me Alone, which was the second track. I mean, that was a beautiful track, man, honestly speaking. Then the last track on the side one, or Disc 1 of the album, No Favors. I mean, I love No Favors, where he said, the favors that I need you to do is for you to do me no favors. Like, that is insane, right? Trust me. And then there's also the G's, with Dremo. Dremo once again came through on that, collaboration. So like I said, the first part was Ycee just showing us, what, I can really rap, and I can do this rap thing anytime, any day, and nobody should come near me when it comes to rap. And that's exactly what he did on the first side of this album.
Oh wow, what is this? It's the Church and Music Review Podcast. Oh my God, I like this Church and Music Review Podcast. It's amplifying. It's dope.
Now, moving to the second side of the album, which is the Disc 2, Ycee decided to slow it down and talk to the ladies. I would say this Disc 2 is, all about the ladies, because this is where we get the R&B Ycee. Ycee decided to do some singing, a whole lot of singing. As a matter of fact, I think the only time he actually did any rap was on the song, titled Kigali, where he featured, was it Kigali? Where he featured KLY. I think that was the only time he had a little bit of, rap. But aside from that, every other song on this side were songs that were just, strictly R&B rap, let me put it like that, right? And it was most about relationship song, loving this girl, how a relationship do work out and all of that. And that's what Ycee did, on this album. Collectively, as a project, I would say this is a good album for the return of Ycee. That is, if he has finally returned. If he's not going to drop this album and then we don't hear anything again in the next 2, 3, or 4 years, right? For those of you that didn't really know Ycee when he was hot or when he was balling, if you pick up this album, and trust me, you're going to like this album. In fact, if you think say Ycee a new artist where they try to break into the mainstream, you don't go to say now veteran. In as much as say no be OG, I'll just call him veteran, right? So like I said, Ycee did his thing on this album. I really enjoyed this album. I think when I was listening to this album, I felt like okay, this is good. Like, I didn't want the album to finish. In all honesty, I didn't want the album to finish. It felt so short. In as much as some of the songs, we had 3-minute songs, we had we had a lot of 3-minute songs on the album, right? So it's not even about maybe because they were like 1 minute or 2 minutes. No, they were still 3-minute songs and 14 tracks. Still, it didn't feel enough. It felt very like is that all? So Ycee made us really enjoy it, and his vocals, his vocals was another thing that killed this album. Ycee was able to blend his vocals perfectly. So this is definitely a good album coming from Ycee. If you're asking me what my favorite songs on this album are, I mean, of course, No Favors is going to be one of them. Broken Hearted is also going to be one of them. Bankonje is another song that I really love. This is on the second part of the album. And then you also have, what's the name, ITK is another song that I love on the album. Now there's this song called Ballin' Forever. I honestly love this song. The only thing that I felt was it really needed on the song was the feature. Now, no disrespect again to the guy that he featured on this album, Damilare Music, but I just feel like that style that he brought in, especially when the guy first started, I think his first 2 or 3 lines in the song, it just kind of felt a little bit off, on that song. But by the time it was coming towards the end, it kind of blended, right? And aside from that, I love the song quite alright, but I feel like that feature just didn't work well. Maybe a Patoranking, or as funny as it might sound, maybe a Dami Crane would have been better, on that, on that feature, because I mean, it had that, element, that vibe that Dami Crane will bring into, that energy that Dami Crane will have brought into, the album. But that being said, this album is a very good album. It's an album that you will listen to and you will definitely enjoy if you are a fan of rap. And if you're not a fan of rap, like I said, the rap singing that they did on the second disc of the album is something you're definitely going to enjoy. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of the Chacha Nation, and all music lovers across the globe, I have come to the end of another episode of the Chacha Album Review Series on your award-winning podcast, Chacha Music Review Podcast. Like coming with on the episode, my name will always remain Afis Tunova, your musical plug, the creator of the Energy Force, and of course, the African Music Amplifier.